Um, okay, welcome back. It's episode 3 of Take Talks. Um, so yeah, pretty big week this week. Not feeling the best, so might be a little quieter, but you know, yeah, it's been pretty good. Been some big trades, big pickups, so excited to go over it. Today we're just gonna go over week 4 and 5, and yeah. So starting off with me versus Sam. Unfortunately, the Express had to take a pit stop, first pit stop of the season. Um, and that's all due to me. I didn't wake up at 5, and I didn't see that Jalen Warren was listed as out. And guess who started the backup? Sam. And guess who scored 30 points? Kenneth Gainwell. So that's on me. Um, Lad McConkey, you'll see him later. I just traded him, but I he's questionable. I don't know, but it was a pretty good game. Um, I will say about Sam's team that with Garrett Wilson being so good, and when CD comes back, his team skyrockets because his wides are Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, and CeeDee Lamb, and McMillan on the bench. So his wide receivers are insane. Obviously, Brian Thomas hasn't lived up to expectations, but the targets are what we look at 7, 12, 6, 7. Like, he's gonna, um, he's gonna be good. So, yeah, Etienne's looking amazing. I don't know. Sam's team is looking pretty good. I underestimated it, got too cocky, but, showed some good signs. Jordan Love, Ikbuka. So, yeah. Next up, we got the highest scorer, my dad, for Brown Cheeks. Um, this game was really close until the end. I mean, my dad's team is insane, and I say that unbiasedly. I really like his team. I think Travion Henderson is gonna become the RB1. It's just a matter of time. But he did score a touchdown. Achan's always good. Fields just scored 27, so he's back. Um, Nico, he's the one concern you could be like, but again, 11, 6, 9, 5. Like, he's getting targets. He is Houston's number one. So, Quentin Johnson looked absolutely awesome. Main reason why I traded McConkey in the first place. So, yeah, Pickens just also looking awesome. My dad's team is looking amazing, and he has Spears coming back from injury. He just picked up Isaiah Bond. I've heard a lot of good things about him. My sister's team, Mahomes is good. Judkins is amazing. Brown or St. Brown is good, but AJ Brown hasn't been good at all. So hopefully he can find his rhythm. Kincaid scored a touchdown in the last 2 games. 3 out of 4 games he scored. So Kincaid's gonna be awesome. Uh, yeah. So I don't hate my sister's team. She just put in Godwin. I mean, he scored 4 points, but you look at his involvement, 10 targets, and that's coming back from crazy injury. I'm pretty sure he had a torn ACL and like a broken ankle. So yeah. My sister is 0-4, but she's definitely still, kicking. Her team hasn't struggled any injuries yet. So next we got Sutton Lee Bomo versus Travis. Gabe, I'm playing him this week. His RBs, Derrick Henry's kind of been falling off. I say kind of as in he has been. But he's still averaging 5 yards a carry. And I think he's going to be a top 5 RB. It's just a matter of when they're giving him touches and how they're giving him touches. But with Lamar Jackson hurt, he definitely has a lot higher value. And this dude, Hampton, has been going insane. 10 yards a carry last game, almost 11 yards a carry, a touchdown, 5 catches, 2 20-plus point games in a row. Him and Genty finally broke out, and it's just a matter of who's better. Good receivers. Kirk was an interesting start, but all around good. Travis, I also like Travis's team. Obviously, Jacobs going crazy. And honestly, I think Travis should have won this game. I think they should have gave the ball to Waddle more. But, I'm not going to offer a trade because I'm saying this in a podcast, but someone that I would try to buy is Jalen Waddle. With Hill hurt, his involvement is going to be wild. But yeah, pretty good all around. Pretty good game. Next up, we got Holt Demons versus Lerms McKenzie. Now, I'm pretty sure this one ended in the afternoon. So this was our first decided game. And Aaron just broke out. Like, Bucky Irving and Ashton Genty. Bucky Irving, I don't know how serious his injury is, but he has Rachaad White as a handcuff. And Ashton Genty scoring 36. That's just like, I don't know, it's wild to me. So, I think Genty and Bucky Irving are going to be both top 10, if not top 5. So, yeah. His wide receivers are questionable with Jameson. I don't know how to feel about Jameson. He's either giving you 25 or he's giving you 2 points. So, if I were him, I'd put Tucker in. But, yeah. I mean, it was a pretty good game. I know Eli's struggling with some injuries and some buys this week with Pearsall and Purdy still out, and Caleb Williams and Bijan on bye. And someone else is on bye, right? Golden. Yeah, so pretty rough for Eli, but he'll bounce back. Team Jacob versus Team All Wise. Annie was supposed to be the best team after the first 2 weeks and has lost 2 in a row. But when you look at her points scored, she still is number 1. So, not counting her out at all. I mean, her team did good, just all around. I mean, Keenan kind of slowed down a little bit. He's also a main reason why I traded away McConkey. Even when he slowed down, he's getting 6 more points than McConkey and more targets. And he's just getting more, volume all around. So, McConkey's looking like the wide receiver 3. I'm going to trade him. I don't know. Grandpa's team is looking awesome. I honestly think, with Puka Nacua and Jonathan Taylor both being the number 1 at their position, well, I guess Taylor isn't the number 1 running back after that game, but he still is the number 1 in my opinion. Him and James Cook, which Annie owns. So, yeah, it's very, 2 best teams in my opinion. No, not 2 best teams, but 2 of the best teams. These are also 2 of the best teams. So, yeah, pretty well-rounded matchup. Really close game. I I like Hurts, but I don't like his passing. So he's good for fantasy. I don't like him in real life. Next up, we got my brother versus Emily. This game was a full-on mix of matches of I don't even know. But Emily has the worst team after this week, and it's no hate to Emily's team, but you look at the damage that has been done. She is currently starting Torrey Horton and Darius Slayton. Of course, Tucker Kraft and Drake London's on bye. But either way, and Trey Benson being on IR also is very important for my trade, but it's a different story. I mean, she has Montgomery, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I just don't know how to feel about her team after those injuries. So it'll be hard for her to bounce back, but obviously not over for anyone. It's still very early in the season. So yeah, that was kind of just a poop game. No one really did good except for Dak Prescott and Drake London. So yeah, my brother, obviously after trading for Nick Chubb, Woody Marks becoming the guy hurts, but he has no one else to start. So yeah, next we got AJ versus Joe, and it's surprising to me how AJ is 1-3 with his team. I honestly think he has a top 3 team in the league, and I'll stand by that with his receivers. Rome, Pittman, Njigba, McLaurin, and Wandale after Neighbor's injury, and even before, are all top 15 to 20 value. And he needs to trade one of them. Honestly, I would do a big trade if I were him. Barkley and one of his receivers for a high-end running back, probably. I mean, Barkley is a high-end running back, so maybe Brees and another receiver. But, yeah. I don't really have much to say about this game. Closest game of the week. If Brees would have gotten that 2-point conversion, or if Brees would have gotten one more catch instead of Isaiah Davis, so many little moments that decide games, but, it was a good game. I'm not even going to say bounce back because it was such a close game. I'm going to say AJ is going to be good this year. And I think next week is where he shows that against Emily. So, on to week 5. Now, starting off with me versus Gabe. My team has so many changes. The screen looks a little different than what it usually does, but maybe I can do full box score. Okay. Sorry, my computer's being a little laggy. Okay. Yeah, so this is my team this week. We got Dart and Scatabo leading the way, and who I traded for, DeMarcado, the new running back for the Cardinals. And I realized after I probably should have threw in Carter, who he has. It doesn't show, but because they both could be the RB. But honestly, from everything I've heard, DeMarcado is the better option. So I'm going to go with that. Obviously, I have Warren, Love on bye, and Reed injured. So there is a lot of stuff I will be changing once they all come back. But Chase Ibuka, I still think is a top-tier receiving core. And especially once even Warren comes back, because my running back, I won't have Born in, who plays tonight. I'll have Warren, DeMarcado, and Scatabo in, and then Chase and Ibuka. Now that I don't have a receiver flex, I feel like my value I just feel like I have a top tier receiving core, and once Chase breaks out, my team will become good again because I am 3-1, but I just don't feel 3-1 right now with all these injuries and stuff. So yeah, Gabe honestly probably will beat me. Um, with I mean, he doesn't have anyone on bye week, so he obviously just Marks is such a good pick by him. He offered me a trade Dylan Sampson for Woody Marks at the start of the year. If I would have accepted that, my team would have been so good. But, after Marks he had 20 carries, right? Yeah, 17 carries, 4.1 a carry, a touchdown, 4 receptions for 50 yards, and coach said they want to push his limits this week. It's going to be crazy. Honestly, I like Gabe's team. Kittle comes back, gets even better. He has so many players on the bench that aren't showing, but he just picked up someone I really wanted, Brashard Smith from the Chiefs. Watch out for Brashard Smith. He will become the RB1 for the Chiefs in just a matter of time. I've been watching. Watch out for Brashard Smith. So, yeah. My prediction for this game, I honestly think Gabe takes the W this week. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad. I just hope my team scores more than 110. I hope I can get some good looks from this week. So, next up, we got Little Dixon versus Maryville Mud Dogs. I'm going to give this game to my dad. And as you can see, my dad is, I'm pretty sure, look at everyone's team. Okay, team, okay, so Annie and my dad are the highest projected teams. My dad's team gets so much hate. I honestly think it's way up there with the best players. Spears is coming back this week. Maybe. He's not gonna start him, but he's still gonna be good value. My dad has great receivers, good running backs. He's playing Travis. I think Travis takes another L. I think Travis is gonna bounce back, but I just think this matchup is just leaning towards my dad. I mean, you look at the advantage checks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and his team. So, I don't know. That's what I would say. I with Travis starting Diggs this week. I don't know who's on bye or I don't know what's happening. Oh yeah, Metcalf's on bye. Because Warren's on bye. But I wouldn't trust Diggs. So yeah, I'm giving it to my dad, but I like both the teams. But yeah. Next up, we got Eli versus my sister. Now, people are going to hate me. I know Eli's team is all that, but with Pearsall and Rattler hurt, I'm leaning towards my sister. I just like these matchups. Besides Godwin's matchup, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Seahawks fan, they have one of the best defenses. All of them are good in my opinion. I mean, Dalton Kincaid has just been scoring. Like, I don't. I really don't know what to say here, but the only question mark is Ramondre, and I don't even know if she's going to put in Pacheco or not, or even Krosky Merritt. But with how consistent Judkins has been, and Mahomes, people are sleeping on Mahomes this year. Like, he's usually not a fantasy QB, but Mahomes has been quietly cooking. So I'm giving it to my sister. I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback for this, but there's not much to say. It's just what I'm going with. This week, I'm gonna see Aaron's team really quick. I just want to see who's on bye and what's happening with. Because I know he has Darnold in. Okay, yeah. Lamar's hurt. That's. You don't want to hear that. Bucky's hurt. You don't want to hear that. I mean, those are his two top players, honestly. I mean, maybe you could consider Genty, but I just think those are his two best players hurt. I'm probably going to give it to Grandpa. And Aaron might take his first loss of the season. But this does not mean that his team in any way is falling off. I still think he's the best team. And I just think with Aaron's injuries, injuries, it's just going to be hard to maintain that win against Grandpa, who's been on a win streak. So I'm going to go with Grandpa. I like all of Grandpa's matchups, even Dobbins against Philly. I think they feed him the ball. He's starting Shaheed, but Shaheed could always have a breakout game against the Giants, so I'm going with my Grandpa, so we'll see. Next up, we got another rough game for Aiden against Sam. I just have to go with Sam. It's so hard to define Sam's team. You don't know who's gonna do good and who's gonna do bad. But just my brother's team's the same way. With the Cincinnati offense being this horrible, I don't think he had a chance in this league unless the Cincinnati offense picks it up. Chase Brown has so much potential. He has potential to be top 5, but the way the Bengals offense is moving, he just cannot get his touches and his points. Same with T. Higgins. I mean, I have Chase. It's pissing me off, but I don't know how to feel about the Bengals offense. Dak is looking good. The Vikings receivers are probably what's going to hold him up. So that's what he's relying on. So, yeah, Vikings receivers do good, he wins. Both of them. If Brian Thomas does good, he loses. If Garrett Wilson has another great game, he might lose. Drake May has another good game. Drake May's been awesome this year. He probably loses. So, it's going to be hard. I'm going with Sam. But, there's always a chance. Now, straight off the bat this year, I'm going with Annie. I don't know how Joe's made it this far at 3-1 with Rico Dowdle as his RB 2. And that's with no one on bye, I don't think. Maybe, but I'm pretty positive it's just because Ford has been horrible. But he's not going to be a top team this year, and it's just a matter of time before he falls off. Jennings is out. That hurts him, but Thornton always has that chance. Annie, Christian McCaffrey should be the highest projected person this week, and I'm going to keep with that take. Besides Bourne, I'm starting, the Niners literally have no other receivers, and this guy's already top 3 in targets this year, and top 3 in receptions, and I'm pretty sure top 5 in yards, and top 5 in receiving touchdowns. He's literally a receiver playing running back. So with every receiver hurt for the Niners, I just think he should be the highest projected. But that's also a reason why I'm starting Bourne. I think every person on the Rams defense is going to be focused on one man, Christian McCaffrey. And I think Kendrick Bourne can sneakily get a lot of catches. So hopefully that happens. I'm going with Annie. Last game of the week. I did not mean to click on Emily. Last game of the week. We are going with with AJ Grady, and AJ's destroying this week. Benson going down, both her receivers going down, Tucker Craft on bye, Drake London on bye. This week, Emily's scoring 50 points. And I'm, okay, maybe that's a little, vague, but it's going to be really hard for Emily to win with these receivers. And this is with McLaurin hurt and, I want to say, someone else. Yeah, Adunze's on bye. And he still has 1, 2, 3 top 15 receivers this week. So I don't even want to hear. It's AJ has a 80% chance of winning this week, and that's straight off the go. If he loses, then that would be crazy. Oh, I found the screen where I could show everything. Okay, sorry about that, but yeah, I'm going with AJ all the way. So yeah, looks like that will be it for episode 3. I believe it's episode 3. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll be back next week. Go Seahawks.